that mission turned out to be like the timekeepers were fake. So you dedicated like how many years of your life to this, only for it to
nothing.
Yeah.
Just to then end up with another big
issue
riddle or mystery to try to solve.
Yeah. Also, the Loki. So I feel like, well, going back to like episode 3? Yes, when he was on the train, I think the reason why he was opening up to Sylvie was because I think it was another manipulation tactic from Loki.
Oh yeah.
Because he was trying to open himself up so she would open up some information about her. Because Loki's like he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And so I think he was trying to use that as a manipulation tactic, but somewhere along the way he started to catch feelings, and I don't know why, but
I do like that idea though, that if Loki was ever going to love anyone, it would be Loki.
himself.
You know, I do kind of get that. Also, as you say, this can just be exhausting to be around Loki. Like, can you you can't trust anything. Like, you're being manipulated the whole time. You can't ever let your guard down, or else you'll be done. So maybe I would add that to what makes a Loki is just that manipulation.
And apply that to Sylvie definitely.
Yeah. That's why I like Mobius and Loki, because like he was like I think like Loki was really like being serious for once, and he was like, there's this really terrible thing behind the TVA, and he's like, how can I trust you? And he was like, you can trust me as a friend.
Yeah, that was
right before he got pruned. It was really sweet though, a really sweet moment.
That was a tough one. Even how Ravonna looks away, she can't even look.
Yeah, like Ravonna didn't have that right because honestly, she was in a position of power. Mm-hmm. Okay, not that much power, but power.
But
this
like
is your
superior
lifetime friend.
Yeah.
He would vouch for you. He would go on these missions. He's working his butt off.
He drank with you.
He drank with you.
You wanted to have another drink with him. You were upset when he left.
Exactly. And then you just watch him get pruned, and then in the corner now you're gonna cry.
No, the audacity.
Ravonna, the only really good thing that she had going for her was when she stopped the kiss between
well, it seemed like
it wasn't even intentional. She just
Loki gone.
But also Mobius and Loki's relationship, it reminds me of also a friendship. Also there's kind of he kind of resembles a therapist sometimes, because he's literally calling Loki on his issues, like, you're a narcissist, you're this, you're that, blah 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 blah. Loki's like, maybe you're right, maybe. So it's I feel like Loki's that, annoying toddler child that always has so much energy, and Mobius is the parent or the older sibling trying to get them out of a situation, but they always are in a situation, etc. Yeah. So I really like the relationship.
Honestly, if there was one thing we could have gotten more out of the show, I wish we could have seen more about their past lives.
Definitely. Why does Mobius has an obsession with jet skis?
Why are they even variants in the first place?
And is he gone?
Yeah.
So they really did nothing. Other than this, I must have liked jet skis in this life that I don't remember. But even some kind of flashbacks or some kind of cutaways to tell a little bit
or even
about
a further question of what would make a variant a variant? Because that's a lot of that.
Yeah, exactly. Walking into the wrong door,
It really is the way they describe the creation of a variant. It's being late to work one day or something. It's damn, I can't even do that.
I can't imagine your whole life being appended from you because you made one wrong decision. Right. Same thing with Sylvie too. I did feel, even though I don't like her character, I felt a little bit bad about her backstory.
Yeah, because she was robbed away from a family just because she did something different.
Yeah.
And
what did she do then?
She was just playing with toys. She was just happy.
What is this?
Oh, she was happy.
Yeah.
She can't be happy.
This is Marvel, of course not.
By the way, you just got an insight just thinking back to what you said about not wanting one thing to kind of alter. This is why I accept late work in my class. You can't just you can't come with that crushing thing.
I appreciate that.
I didn't even have it.
I appreciate teachers who do that because last year was little.
It's a tough one.
I
It's a tough one.
Yes. I know my friends also appreciated that.
Maybe I'll accept late work, but hand out variant T-shirts when they do it, just to then, so everyone knows, you gotta wear.
The Loki's little.
Yeah.
By the way, he looks super cool. They're you gotta wear this jacket. It's he's popping his collar.
And then someone turn around and has variant on it.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That's a good Halloween. That's a good Halloween costume.
It's so easy to do too.
Yeah, which is big part for Halloween costumes.
B-15.
Yeah.
She deserves her own little recognition.
Yeah, but the way she got beaten down so easily in
Oh
episode 4,
I didn't like
oh
that.
my god.
You're telling me she was able to go
she
through
was chief of the whole
the
group.
hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the right words, but
you everyone gets
TVA
it.
agents.
Yeah, and it's like they were pruning everybody like within that like last like 10.
Talk about the snap.
Snap with the stick is pruning.
Yeah.
Like that's gotta have some type of effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like screening all these people who had an effect on the timeline. Now they're just
Definitely.
gone.
Like, where did they go?
Right.
Are they taking
Like,
up space somewhere?
What if they affected something else later on?
And when they reset, like when Sylvie's taken, is she like erased in the minds of her family? Because like
no, I think
wouldn't
they
be like,
reset.
hey, where'd my kid go?
Right.
Like as a parent, if my small child disappeared,
They reset the timeline though.
I think
with
they like
So
whole,
like they were never
everyone's wiped
there.
oh,
out.
it's like they were never there.
Yeah. Yeah, because like remember the branches like what?
Imagine, oh my gosh, what if she tried to go?
I thought they destroyed the timeline that they're from. With the
Yeah, with it just like wipes the
There's like
whole
a
thing
little
with
bubble.
the
Yeah, I know,
Midget's
that
thing, like it wiped out her toys and
I
all
thought it
that.
deleted the It was,
I think it
might have.
deletes, but maybe they don't show it.
It
But
like almost just reset.
I think it resets
Yeah.
again
The
before.
TVA in general,
It does,
like, it's
yeah.
very, what was the word? Like, 1984.
oh yeah,
Big
it's
Brother.
like Big Brother,
Yeah,
yeah.
the sacred
Yeah.
timeline.
Yeah.
Who decides what's sacred? I don't know.
That was another thing that got me. Like, Ravonna was so devout to the timekeeper. The timekeepers literally looked like they walked straight out of Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, you didn't, for who knows how many years she was working there. There was not one moment, and that was another thing I liked about Mobius. He had his moments of doubts where he was like, I've never even met these timekeepers.
Yeah.
All you're doing is reporting back to me. Like, how do I even know they're real? And then Ravonna was like, don't worry. But it's like, be worried.
Always be worried.
Like
Just
you
like
are-
when you're around Loki.
Definitely. I was gonna say something, but
Do you
Oh.
remember now? No?
that was shade. Okay. I'm gonna. You know what?
I'm trying to,
Just like
Rebecca,
awkward
what's going on
silence.
right
Okay. No.
we said so much more.
I did.
know.
It like forgets all the time.
Fight scenes, bro. The
Oh,
inconsistency
right.
with Loki.
Oh my gosh, we were talking about continuity errors and how in one scene Loki would be like beat up by like a punch and he'd be out on the ground.
No!
And then the next scene he'd be like taking down 5 bad
Just
guys,
involved
catching
in
a
everything.
building.
And then all
Yeah,
of a
he
sudden,
really did catch a
force
building.
and be able to like whip
Yo!
out an object out of nowhere.
What was
And
that
then-
in Endgame?
Or the building thing where he like just put the
Right.
building back
With
together.
his mind, he just like looked at it
And
and he
then-
just like
right.
stopped.
And
Where
I
was
like,
that?
Where was that?
Where
And
was
then-
that when he needed it?
Oh my! It was so
Also-
embarrassing seeing him get beat up like that.
When
Like,
they're
by
trying to
Sylvie
get onto
too.
the train and he just needed to show tickets. He did this whole elaborate costume.
We never
but
said
then
this more.
when they're on the train, he just whips out a piece of paper and a pen and then a dagger. Like you can
Yeah,
make illusions.
that's true. Why not just
Make
make
tickets.
oh, man.
Too easy. Too easy. Alright, well, I think we might have done it here. I mean, we're moving through here. Like again, I still don't like. I obviously can't have my final verdict because I have 2 episodes left. But
Yeah.
I'm just torn on that. I still like. Do we need this show?
I
In
think-
the in the
Okay,
scope
the
of the
last 2
MCU,
episodes
or
are
really important.
okay,
Yeah.
Like
okay.
it involves a lot of world building.
Okay.
Future
Yeah, we were
things.
saying as we were watching, like the first few episodes are like, okay, what's the importance to everything else? But those last 2 episodes really like solidify everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, I just wanted to mention the cinematography.
Oh,
yeah. Basically, it's really good in this show, honestly. Like the scenes where Loki, the purple, with the Loki and Sylvie scenes. Even though I don't support this relationship where it's going down. But like the purple is sort of like the romantic vibes of like when you get to meet someone. Because I heard like there's this phrase called lavender haze, also a Taylor Swift song. But it's like when you first fall in love with someone, you're like in this honeymoon era, so that's supposed to like represent that. And then the blue at the end of episode 3, I think,
Yeah.
where Loki is standing alone and then Sylvie walks away. That is I feel like that represents, foreshadows something that comes later. So like the blue, like loneliness and stuff.
In the later episodes.
And I think that's, and the thing is, like, I think how quick, also what's weird is, like, how quickly Loki's character is improving for me, because it's, like, wild, like,
Oh yeah, it was a
he's having,
big
like,
jump
4
from-
movie developments in, like,
Because from like 2012
To, like,
Loki to like modern,
2018.
like, yeah, 2018. It was like
2017, sorry.
it took a long time, like a lot of mistakes, a lot of progress, and then we're seeing like 2 or 3 days like oh my gosh, my wife. Like, how did
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
But then again, Mobius is like really holding him responsible for his actions.
Well, I mean, he also witnesses or watches his death,
right.
his
Yeah.
mother's death, which he's responsible for.
The
So like
destruction of
the
Ragnarok.
destruction, yeah. So
Oh,
like, you know,
my bad,
he's
my
hit
bad.
with a lot of real heavy things.
Yeah, Ragnarok happened.
Yeah.
That hurt. Seeing that when he
It
realized
did,
that.
that, you know, Asgard was going to be destroyed.
But there was also like some of these things we talked about last week. Like, I don't care that he said about his mother dying. Like, he did it. Like,
He
when he
did.
was responsible for his
Yeah.
mother's
That's
death.
true.
Because he wanted to kill Thor, so it's either her or Thor.
But yeah, Loki, he played too many games. I
He
know he's
did.
the god
Yeah,
of
and
mischief,
that's it,
but
that's it.
Yeah, and how many times
Yeah.
he stopped Thor? Like,
honestly, I
What made him
understood
change, though?
why
That's my
Thor
question.
was like, I can't do this anymore. Because there's a certain
Yeah.
point where it's like, for family members, like, you'll love them to death, but it was too much with Loki sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think he said that in like Ragnarok, and then like Loki did a switch up and actually like helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never can tell with Loki. Well, we're the 27. You can find us on Instagram at the 27THHS. This will be going up on the Classic YouTube channel. Our last 3 episodes. The franchise debate with Mr. Gelman. I went Captain America. He went Iron Man. Brenna and Evan were in here to talk about the best and worst of Spider-Man, all the different Spider-Man movies, which was a good one. Go check that out. And of course, last week, Loki episodes 1 and 2 with Rachel. This episode, and then next week we'll be back for Loki, the final 2 episodes, 5 and 6. We're also selling our merch. Short time. You gotta get on it. We got another week. We're almost at our order, so I'm really going
I got
around.
a place
picking
to
them
go.
up. We got long sleeves. We got short sleeves. We got hoodies.
Oh, my
Look,
God.
they're it's a nice hoodie. I'll tell you. You know? So get on that if you hear this. If you're listening to this or watching on YouTube, listening to it somewhere, the link is going to be wherever you're listening. But also if you're walking around town, we got signs up. We got QR codes. Go get your merch. You missed it the first time. Don't miss it the last time. You got a shirt, right?
That's a nice story.
Oh.
So basically,
Hold on, time out. I know what the story is without knowing.
I know. But
It's
basically,
too small.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. But the thing is, so I ordered it on the last day, right? It was like 11:59, and so I didn't sleep well throughout the entire week. So basically, don't make orders late at night.
So you wanted an adult
Adult
small,
small, but
and
I
you got
got
a
it.
child small.
5 and 6.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't notice it when it was ordered, but when I was like going
Yeah.
through all the shirts,
Yeah.
separating them, I was like, I don't know about this. Like I think like I'm kind of tall, so I think I have like an. I don't have a good sense of like sizes of other people. But I didn't think child small. I
No,
think
definitely no. And then, like, I asked my friend Jasmine to pick it for me, and Jasmine, she told me her reaction was like, how is
so now there's a small child somewhere
Yeah,
wearing this shirt. So it's adult small, not child small. Hey,
Yeah.
Now you have a
Yeah.
second shot.
Yeah, I was gonna try to like sew something. I was trying to salvage it, but I couldn't.
it's
Like it was
tough.
too tight on the shoulders. It was not.
Probably make you feel like Jack though.
Yeah.
Like, look at me.
Yeah.
You know.
But I felt like I was gonna choke.
Do
Yeah.
muscle tee.
Do my.
Oh,
PJ.
Yeah, but it's small.
Just something, or it ends up being a dusting rag or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. Or make it
I was gonna hang
make
it
a
up or
T-shirt
something,
blanket or
yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that. You know, throw them all together.
Yeah.
Well, we have about 9 days left before we order our merch. So go check that out. Don't do it late. Don't do it while you're tired. Thank you to Irene for producing our show. And yeah, I think we are good to go. Thank you so much for coming back on. It's always good to see you all.
Thank you.
Good luck at Fawn.
Yes.
You'll be heading down there now for your performance. So good luck with that. And again, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming on. And we'll see everyone next week on the 27th. Take care.
Thank you.